from an undisclosed location in North America. You are watching Card to Card, and this is episode 39. And this episode is about the Sliver cat. Now, this card, pretty cool artwork there. This is by Poncho. This is from the Cryptid Nation set of MetaZoo. This is a second edition card. But I think this is really cool looking artwork here of this Sliver cat. I had never heard of a Sliver cat. So I figured this would be a good one to do an episode of Card to Card on, so we can find out what in the world is a Sliver cat. So the Sliver cat, it's also called the ball-tailed cat. They were first reported by North American frontiersmen, and they're described as a large, like predatory feline, weighing up to 300 pounds, and it has tasseled ears, and this is kind of strange. It has horizontal slits in their eyes instead of like a normal cat eye. It has vertical slits in their eyes, and their eyes are red. Now, this shows their eyes being green on this picture here, but the most unique feature of the Sliver cat is that they have a very long tail with a bony club-like growth with spikes on it. And on there's spikes on one end, and then on the other end it's smooth. And they're also said to prefer dwelling up in tall trees, and then that's how they hunt their prey. They'll stalk their prey from the tree, and then they prey on their victims below and bashing them with that crazy weapon-like tail. And some have speculated that this legend of the Sliver cats, they come from lumberjacks. We see a lot of cryptids that come from lumberjack stories, and they think that maybe they saw some mountain lion with a kind of like a growth on its tail, and then that legend was born that there was a new breed of predatory cat that will attack its prey with its tail. Now, I could not find any actual evidence of large predatory cats using this weapon-like tail in hunting prey, but I definitely cannot completely rule it out. I mean, you look at how vast wildernesses are. I mean, there's so much evidence that there's like Bigfoot out there. We still haven't proven that. So could there be a really hard to find predatory cat that has, seems plausible that there's this type of creature? I think they could be out there. Now, also a thing about cats, predatory cats, is they're very elusive. There's been some species of like lynx that have hardly ever been even seen by humans, but we know they exist. So there can be a species of predatory cat that we just, and plus being in trees, you probably don't see them very much. And I do have some artist interpretations of this Sliver cat. So let me show you pictures of that. This first one's from the 30s. So here's a picture I found, a drawing of a Sliver cat from the 30s. Pretty interesting, very scary looking, very creepy. And I have another one, a more modern artist interpretation of Sliver cat. That one's much more like the MetaZoo version. Alright, so those are artist interpretations of Sliver cats. So, what do you guys think? Put down in the comments. Do you think that there could be a species of predatory cat in North America that we just haven't discovered? Could be a species that's died out and is now extinct as well. I mean, humans have been here in the United States area, for centuries. So since we're not like hearing recent sightings of these creatures. They could be just an extinct species of cat. And some people might think it is far-fetched for such a large predatory cat. They said they get up to 300 pounds to dwell in trees. Well, we do have some video evidence of such large cats. And just like when we show any videos on the channel, viewer discretion is advised. So let's go ahead and roll that footage of a big cat that dwells in trees. Okay, so those look more like jaguars or leopards. Those are probably not sliver cats, but there are jaguars in the United States, and if they like dwelling in trees, who knows? Maybe some of them will use their tail in some sort of attack, and very interesting. So let's take a closer look at the art in on this card, and see if we see anything cool. I just like that they got it pictured hanging from a tree with that long tail. I think the actual spiked end of it is kind of exaggerated. I think it's more of that looks like a mace, but I think it's more of like a, how like some of the ankylosaurs, they had like a spiked club at the end of their tail. I think it's something more like that. So this says the date of birth 1939, and that matches up with that artist drawing that we had. And it says USA, and their attack is a tail slash. And it says, this poor cat dreams of easily jumping on counters and tables and knocking over glasses of water. Also, alas, its tail is quite heavy. All right, so it doesn't make it sound like it's real scary, but I definitely wouldn't want to run into one of these and catch its club-like tail in the face walking by a tree. So I think this could be a potentially dangerous creature, and definitely not one to be tangled with. I mean, any type of large predatory cat is pretty dangerous, especially one that has not just claws and teeth, but also a dangerous tail. So, if you find yourself, out and about in the woods, I mean, these are definitely wood-like creatures. You don't see them like in the plains or something. You definitely want to keep your eye out.